I have exactly what you've been waiting for. We are out at Artisan at Asante. This is a brand new collection in Asante in Surprise, Arizona, which has RV garages and also has next-gen style suites. Guys, this is an amazing new collection in this community. It just opened, and I'm going to share with you what the costs are, what the floor plans are going to be size-wise, and all of the amenities that this community has. And by the way, it's going to have a pool, a fitness center, a community center, sports courts, a whole lot of amenities for you. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. Hi, I'm Kelly Norton, your AZ Realty lady at eXp Realty. Count on me for all things Arizona real estate. So if this is your first time to my channel, I want to welcome you. My name is Kelly Norton. I'm a Valley native and a real estate agent of over 23 years, and I'm an associate broker here at eXp Realty. So today we're out in Surprise, Arizona. If you haven't been here, this is located in the West Valley. The Phoenix area is broken up into the East Valley and the West Valley, and then you also have the North and South area. So this location is closer to the 303. Now this is the furthest west freeway system that we have that goes north and south in kind of loops together main artery freeways. So you've got the I-17 and the I-10 that get connected by the 303. Now the 303 further west than the 101. So if you have a map handy, that might help you. We'll put one up on the screen for you just to give you a little bit of an idea of where the I-17 is, where the loop 303 is, and where the I-10 is, so you have an idea of where this beautiful area in Surprise. Now, Surprise has a city center. They have a community center that you can use as a resident. There's a swim park. That's where there's a stadium there for spring training. It's pretty amazing. This area is the newer area of Surprise, a little further west. We're off of Grand Avenue and 163rd Avenue. Now this area, very up and coming. They've just finished the fries here recently in the last year or so. Asante is known as one of these really beautiful communities and has many different builders, master planned. There's even an active adult 55 plus here in the community. But Artisan at Asante is what we're going to talk about today, which is the newest collection of homes inside Asante. Now, Asante proper does not have a community pool. So the only community pool that has been in here has been Heritage at Asante, which is the active adult gated 55 plus area. But now Artisan at Asante is here. There are 3 builders that serve this community, and this does have a community pool and community center. So let's dive into some of the information here. We've got 3 builders that are available for new construction here in Artisan. That's Pulte Homes, Taylor Morrison, and Lennar. Some of the amazing floor plans that they have do feature single story, 2-story, going anywhere from about 1,600 square feet to well over 3,000 square feet. And you have lots that range anywhere from 5,000 all the way up to 8,000, 9,000 square feet. It's just going to depend on what collection you're purchasing and what builder you're purchasing from. And you're also going to be able to get floor plans that have 2 or 3 car garages, RV garages, and that next-gen, multi-gen style suite that is attached to the home. So a lot of flexibility on your floor plans. So their amenity center that they're going to have here is going to be amazing. And really, it's what I feel was kind of the missing factor for Asante. You have this beautiful community, a stunning drive when you drive in or you walk in. There's waterfalls, it's green, there's flowers and trees and bushes, and it's absolutely breathtaking. So really, this community, all it needed was a little bit more of amenities and features for the residents. And so this portion here in Artisan has exactly that. So let's talk about those amenities. So number 1, you have a really great community pool that you're going to have. They aren't certain yet if it's heated. I've actually asked the different builders and couldn't get a straight answer on that. But most of the time when you have a community pool, it's usually heated in the winter, so I wouldn't worry about that. And also there's going to be like barbecue areas. There's going to be a like neighborhood center where you can use this for any parties or birthdays that you have. And there is not a kitchen in it, so I want to make sure that you guys are aware of that. And again, these are all things that are being built. This is not existing yet, so I'm sharing the information with you of what they have that is proposed, that they are currently underway with the plans and getting that built. So all these things subject to change, of course, but right now this is what we're being told everything's going to have. So this community center, this pool, all the sports courts, none of this is here yet. So I want to make sure you guys understand that this is all proposed, but it is something that they have planned out and is underway. But some of the builders are thinking that there should be some kind of a snack bar where you're able to purchase snacks in that area, maybe by the pool. Like some of the communities have this, right? A lot of the country club style communities have these little snack bar, little mini restaurant areas. So they're trying to make it like that. Guys, the video is not over, so remember, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and click the bell if you like the content that I'm providing. And if you want to reach out, you can hit contact us on the website or call or text. So another thing that you're going to absolutely love about this amenity center and community center here in Artisan is the beautiful 4,000 square foot patio area. So I can imagine that this is probably going to be much like the ones that I've videoed for you out at North Point, because that is a really big patio area. Also, over in Union Park in North Phoenix, they have a beautiful patio area as well. So this community is really trying to keep up with what a lot of these other master planned communities have for their residents. Now, another thing that they're going to have, which a lot of people love, is there's going to be some sort of movement studio or workout facility. Now, exactly what it entails and what it's going to have, I am not certain of that yet. Again, these things haven't been built and completed yet, but they do tell us they will have some sort of facility for fitness. So that is definitely a plus. But if not, if there's not what you're looking for, there are other things nearby. So you do have big fitness gyms, then you also have more CrossFit gyms, F45, you have Ohm Fitness that just opened up in Peoria, which isn't too far as well. So there's a lot of options for you, even if it's not exactly what you're looking for. All right, so pickleball, basketball, guys, let's talk about that. So your sports courts, there's gonna be 8 pickleball courts here in the community, and they are gonna have a half-court basketball court. So if you are into those, you have those here at the community. Lots of walking paths, you have plenty of parks. They're gonna be spread out into the different areas. Now, one thing to note is that your sports courts and your community centers is going to be in one main location. So they're not going to be spread out in different areas of the community. So if you are looking for a home that's going to be kind of close to the community center, let me know that. When you call us to help you with your move here, that's something to let us know. If you want to be in one of those lots that's closer into the community amenity centers, then we'll make sure that we can find you one that is a good fit for you. So all of these amenities, and you have Lake Pleasant and White Tank Foothills nearby. But guys, the HOA here for everything that's included, it's $174 a month. So that's not bad for having a community center, a pool, and think about it. When you have some type of a party that you want to throw, let's say it's a 30th, 40th, 50th birthday party, let's say it's anniversary, anything like that, you don't have to pay to reserve a restaurant. It's right in your community. So $175 a month, that is great. I pay over $100 a month and all I have is a gate at my community. There's no pool. There's a couple parks that aren't really, much to write home about. So there really are a lot of amenities here for what you're paying. So another thing to mention is how convenient you are to the newer Costco here in Surprise, and that's right off the 303. You also have the shops at Prasada, which are just minutes away. You just come right out of the community, you hang a left on Grand Avenue, go down the 303, just a couple exits, and there you are at the shops at Prasada. There are over 40 different establishments there currently for shopping and restaurants, and there's about 20 more that are going to go in. So a lot to do right in this area, very convenient, and still one of the more affordable locations here in the West Valley, especially with all of the amenities that you get as well. Now, if you're not familiar with this area, I want to make sure that I point out a couple of the things that could be a negative for you. If you watch any of my videos, yes, it's great for us to point out all the bells and whistles and all the beauty of a neighborhood, but it's also important for you to know some of the things that you might not be able to notice from a video. So I like to share with you what I'm seeing, what I'm hearing, what I smell. Sometimes it's dairy odors that are in different neighborhoods, and you can't tell that from a video. So in different sections of the community, you can actually hear the train here. So now it's not real crazy. It's not super loud unless you are right next to it. But for the most part, in a lot of the areas here in the community, you can hear the light whistle of the train. Now inside your home, probably not going to hear it as much, but in the outside areas, your backyard, the community areas, in some locations, you can definitely hear it. Another thing to make note of is that in different areas of the community, you can actually hear some traffic noise. Not a lot, but you do have the 303 nearby, and you have Grand Avenue. Now, Grand Avenue is a main artery, and that gets people out to Vegas, it gets them out to Wickenburg. A lot of campers will go along there. So you do hear that traffic depending on what part of the community you're in. Now, another one to mention would be the jets from Luke Air Force. And this is a main training facility, and they do have jets that fly around in this area and most of the West Valley, to be honest with you. So if you're closer to the base, it can be a lot louder. In some areas in Goodyear, it's a lot louder, in Litchfield. But out here, you still hear them, and yes, they can be loud when you're outside, but a lot of people in this area love it. Sound of freedom, but it's up to you. I want you to make up your mind and your decision for things that you can tolerate and that you can't. For questions about that or anything related to your relocation, of course, you can reach out. Call, text, email, go on the website and hit contact us. That's ArizonaLivingGroup.com, and we'd be happy to answer any questions that you might have. Now let's chat about schools. So there's 3 main schools that serve this area. So if you have kiddos that are here in the area, then elementary school K through 5, they will go to Asante Preparatory Academy. And then grades 6 through 8 is what we have for a middle school here in the area, and that is Cimarron Springs. And then you have Willow Canyon for the high school, and those are grades 9, 10, 11, and 12. Now the elementary school is just about 1.25 miles away, and your high school is about 5.5 miles away. So that kind of gives you an idea of how close the schools are here to the community. So remember, there's 3 different builders out here in the community. So I'm going to share with you kind of that general price range and general square footage. So entry level, your lowest square footage is going to be in that kind of 1,600 square foot range. And then it goes well over 3,000 all the way to 3,300, 3,500 square foot. And remember, these homes can have RV garages. They can have 4 bedrooms, 5 bedrooms, 2-car garage, 3-car garage, and these multi-gen suites. So the price range on these, your least expensive kind of entry level for the community is going to be in that low 400s. So hovering right around that 400 to 420 range for a base price. So if you haven't watched a video before from me on new construction, or you've never bought a new build home before, let me explain how this works. You have a base price. So this is what the builder has. This is their base inclusions. So sometimes that will include granite, sometimes it won't for the countertops. It'll include include tile and carpet in certain locations. But then you have where you can decide to do tile or wood through the whole home. Maybe you want quartz counters. Maybe you want to have those really pretty glass cabinets up top, kind of stacked all the way to the ceilings. All of these things add to it. Maybe you want a mountain view lot. In this community, you're not going to have any mountains, just so you know. You're not going to back to any mountains. But let's say you wanted to have a courtyard view behind you, or some kind of grass view. Then that is going to be a premium lot. That adds to your price. So you have that base price, and then it kind of goes up from there. So their most expensive floor plan in here is going to be pushing more towards that 700 and up range, and then you add the upgrades on top of that. So you have a really great range here in the community. You can get in probably close to that, you know, under 500 if you don't over upgrade and don't get a super premium lot. And then you can go all the way up into that, you know, 800, 900, just depending on the lot and the upgrades that you get. So a lot of different options here, kind of budget friendly for all different sizes of budgets. And we are happy to help you guys if you are planning a move to the Phoenix area. Even if you're not looking in Surprise, I would love to hear from you. Again, we specialize in helping people that look to buy or sell here in the Phoenix area, and we're happy to help you. So please call or text, best way to reach us, but you can hit contact us on our website at arizonalivinggroup.com. Again, I'm Kelly Norton, formerly known as the AZ Realty Lady, but I have started a team and I'm the owner of the Arizona Living Group, and I would love to hear from you. So please give us a call, and until next time, bye-bye.